Hello and welcome back to Electronics Jensen. We're sort of carrying on with the Switch 2 videos I'll be doing right now, and today I'm going to give you my first initial review as well as an overall look at how the console actually functions, how everything works, how everything operates, what you can do, and I'm also going to show you how I was able to pair the Joy-Con from my Switch 1 onto this system. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so to turn it on, you can either press the home button on the right Joy-Con, or I'm just going to press the top button to switch it on. And then I'm going to press A to start it. And that activates the main menu. And you are, in my case, I've defaulted it to the black background, but it does, as standard, when you first set up, it will be white, which I'll show you in a second. Now first, I think I'll just quickly show you how to pair these, because you do need to do it every single time, unfortunately, because I could do it to showcase everything. So the first thing you need to do is go on to change grip or controller, and then what you need to do is I'll take now the hold the grip, and then I'll just select at the top here the two pairing buttons, and then that allows me to use Joy-Con 1 controllers on Nintendo Switch 2. So I'll slide those back in, and then I'll start with the demo. But before I show you all the features, first let's look at the console itself. So we've got the left Joy-Con, we've got the right Joy-Con. Up at the top we have the on-off button, the volume controls. This is where the cooling fans are, the charging cable for the top part, microphone or other audio related. This is also for the camera. Here is where you have your game slot. So in my case I've got Mario Kart World. And under here we have the speakers and the second, well actually that's the first one, the second one's on top. And when you disconnect the Joy-Con, you'll see it will match the colour of the Joy-Con. And the blue and black is no different to how before, it's just slightly bigger. Of course, with the black and red one, that's where you've got the voice chat button, and of course, again, both these have the mouse function, and you can use them whichever. The wrist strap also connects here for motion control games, and again, they just click back in. But now, let's look at the features itself. So the first thing, I'm not going to show you the games for obvious reasons, we're just going to be focusing on this section. So first, we have Nintendo Switch Online 2. So when we study, you'll see it's already giving me offers for expansion packs, playing online with Mario Kart World, the GameCube, Nintendo Music, Legend of Zelda, and buying a Nintendo GameCube controller that's wireless for GameCube games, as well as voice chat. Next we'll move on to Nintendo Classics, so these are your retro games. Obviously we've got the GameCube, Game Boy Advanced, Nintendo 64, Super Nintendo Entertainment System, Game Boy, and the original Nintendo Entertainment System. And the best thing is this actually does give you the year the console came out. Next up we have missions. So these are just the rewards you get for playing online, right, as well as the games that you can, as well as the games that you're allowed rewards on. Then we've got the exclusive offers. This is like your offers for games, Nintendo Music, retro controllers, and bonus items. That's just regarding your online play. Data Cloud, which I've already done, and the expansion pack for when you want to upgrade. And the expansion pack is what you need to play GameCube games on Nintendo Switch 2, plus the members only pack. Now let's show it up. Game chat I'm going to skip because I haven't set that up yet. Next, this is the news program. It just gives you all the updates on what's happening. Nintendo eShop. Here, this is where you buy all your games. You got the highlights where you search for a game for you. Wish list. But also when you press search, it'll give you, as you saw here, it gives you the option for what type you want. So let's go action. These will include both the Switch 2 and Switch 1 games. These are your offers. Charts for, this is just to buy games normally. The most recent releases. It also lets you know new games coming soon, which is handy because if any game that you fancy, you'll be able to know when it's coming and you can purchase it or add it to your wish list. Switch Online subscriptions and the redeem code if you've got an offer such as a gift voucher. Album, this is just every photo from everything you've ever done. Game share, again I'm not going to show you that because I haven't done anything with that yet. Controllers, as I showed you earlier, got change grip, but also search for controller, pair controller, GR buttons, and the mouse function with Switch 2 Joy-Cons. Virtual game cards. Now these are basically how you transfer your data from Nintendo Switch 1 to Nintendo Switch 2 for your old games. So these do not include games I've got on Switch 2. Settings. So you've got the support if you need it, flight mode, screen display, connected Bluetooth equipment, internet connection, parental controls, accessibility, data management, the user interface, controllers and accessories. Also user is where you can change from me to an avatar or another type of avatar as well. You got your audio, display, the Me Maker, so I'll show you here. So you can just start from scratch, and this is how you make a Mii. I know it's not as fancy as the Wii and Wii U were. Amiibo toys, themes, again, that just changes the screen from basic white to black. Any notifications, sleep mode, and the system in general. And then you have the snooze button for sleeping. I do also want to point out as well, something you need to point out is with the eShop, you do need to remember to default it to this. When the first time you use it, it'll give you a QR code, and then you need to use that QR code to get access to the eShop. If you don't default it to this every single time, then every time you come to use the eShop, you'll be left with the QR code. So do remember to press don't use this code again, and it'll allow you access to the eShop without any code, because that is a real frustration having to do it every time. And also, finally, this is where you can just see all the games you have, and you can click groups, which I haven't yet done. And the final thing is your home page. So this has your info, such as all the games you've ever played, including ones you may have not liked and deleted. Invitations for friends, add friends, or user settings. So that's just your personal information. And again, if I detach the two Joy-Cons, although I've got the strap, I can show you that this now does use the mouse function as well. You can do it like this for the home menu, which is better if you just wanted to go on eShop. Again, just use the mouse, and then you just press that to press the home button to return it to the page. And now we'll switch it off. And that concludes my initial interview and overview of the Nintendo Switch 2 hardware and main menu. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments. Please like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching.